Welcome to the Manifested Life podcast. I'm your host, Vienna Corbett, and here we don't wait for someday. It's already done, so let's go. Welcome back to another episode. Today I want to talk about vision boards. We've talked about this before, but it's such a fascinating topic for me because it's got a lot of controversy around it. Some people are like hell-bent on vision boards are like the thing, and some people think that they're a complete waste of time. And honestly, I kind of sit in the middle somewhere, and here's why. Vision boards, they don't work. They don't. They're a total waste of time if you're doing them wrong. If you're doing them wrong. So the real question is, how do we do them right? How do we even do a vision board? That's a great question. Vision boards, what vision boards actually are, if you don't already know, is a vision board is essentially all the things that you would love compiled and put onto a board. Some people are digital and they love to do it on Pinterest. Some people are digital and love to do it on Canva. Some people are old as hell like me and they love to cut it all out and stick it to a board and glue it all down. Okay? There's no wrong way to do that part. It doesn't matter. It's whatever style aligns with you. And what matters most is to make it effective is how it feels, okay? How in alignment it is with you. My daughter, she's a Canva vision board girl, right? And she manifested her car in a couple of weeks. So it doesn't matter if you cut it out or if you do it on Canva. Clearly it worked for her. I know many people who love to hang their vision boards up. And if you're like me, in the early days, I had vision boards everywhere. I had them on the visor of my car, in the shower, on the mirror, all over my office. And honestly, I still have them up today. So how I use vision boards now is I look at them now as gentle reminders. Reminders of where I was, where I wanted to be, and where I am right now. And the cool thing is I also used to hang them as reflection tools. So looking back at how life used to be. So I have one vision board. It's actually directly across from my desk. And on it, there's an image. There's two large windows. And on the side, there's like a door and it probably leads to like outside to a deck. There's a white couch, there's cushions, and in the center, there's a table with plants in the center. What's fascinating about this image is that I created that vision board in October of 2024. And in December of 2024, we moved. We had been living in a place for like 5 years. It was smaller than what we really wanted, and we didn't want to move in the winter. We didn't actually want to move at all, right? We were in our comfort zone. And so anyways, we didn't want to move, and so we didn't want to move in the winter, and we didn't want to move to like the big city. And so we were thinking maybe we'll look for a place in April and we'll move. And spring felt pretty practical at that time. What ended up happening was really interesting because the board that managed the property became really difficult and they started to harass us, and it was over things that felt really, really small, and it came out of nowhere. Like the space just stopped feeling comfortable where we were living. My kids weren't enjoying the space anymore. They weren't enjoying their bedrooms. The Wi-Fi wasn't working. Things weren't happening. And then one night my husband and my son came in and they were upset, and they told me that the neighbor had gotten confrontational over something really small. And I said, that's it. That's it. We're moving. We are moving. So I got on Marketplace. I found a place. I booked a showing. And the second I walked in, I loved it. We all agreed like this place is a yes, yes, yes. But we looked at about, I think, 10 other places. But the owner of the first place of the house called us back and said he wanted us in that space. And it was so weird. But we went back. Everyone agreed like this is the space. It felt like it was at home. We're like, yep, yep. So we moved in. We moved in the dead of winter. And if you know Alberta, it's not fun to move in the dead of winter. But we went unpacking, we did all the decorating and everything. And after we got settled, I looked at my vision board and I realized something. The image on the board was exactly the space we were living in. I created like a coffee nook, and I was in shock because we had manifested the actual space in under 2 months. So when I look back now, I see this pattern everywhere. I'm looking at my other vision boards, and on another vision board, I had made an image of Mexico and Puerto Vallarta. We had gone there. And one of those images was of me holding a very specific award. I wanted it so badly that I actually asked a friend who had won it previously if I could take a photo of me holding her. So I was holding it, and I ended up putting that on my vision board. And that vision board is actually on my bulletin board in here. So fast forward 1 year, I ended up winning that exact award. And that award sits on the shelf in my office now. So why did it work for me when so many other people create vision boards and then nothing happens? Why? They just sit there and they collect dust and they piss you off because nothing on them is working. And then you decide that vision boards are bullshit, right? So why? Here's why. You can't just cut out pretty pictures and hang them up. That isn't how it works. You have to actually feel into the vision board. You have to feel into the things that you want. You have to feel into them. So why did I want the award? Because it meant that I was making an impact in my community, right? It meant I was impacting people in my community. Why did I want the space? Like, why did I want to move into that house? Because I knew it would bring me joy, bring my family joy. It would give me a space that I felt comfortable. It would give me sunlight coming in through the window and coffee in the morning while I'm journaling and a place that my cats could look out the window. I could watch the birds chirping. It had purpose. It had emotion. And I could actually see myself there in my mind. I could picture myself in that space when I put that on the vision board. So if you wanted to be, for example, if you wanted to be a public speaker, right? Don't just grab a random picture of a stage. You have to go out and find a podium. Okay. Hold a microphone. Have someone take a photo behind you from your point of view. That's how you get closer to your manifestation. You can even ask AI. You can ask AI now if you want to add a crowd. So you can take it from your point of view and have a crowd. Get as close as possible to the real thing. That's what I did when I wanted my truck. I went to a dealership. I test drove them. I asked questions. I took photos of myself beside one. I went on AI and I added a pink bow to the top. You know what happened a few months later? I had that exact photo for real. I had a picture of myself standing beside my truck with a pink photo on it or a pink bow on the top of it. So now I create vision boards with my husband, my kids, my dad, and so many others because they see how fast the results can happen. But here's the most important part. You have to get used to seeing it. You have to get used to feeling it, accepting it in your nervous system. Because if you received $1 million today, your nervous system might reject that. That's why people that win the lottery, they lose it all. That's why loans don't fix debt. So if you say to me, Vienna, I want a beach in Bali where I can just work from my laptop, but you don't believe that you can generate even an extra $5,000 in your business right now, we got inner work to do, right? We have inner work to do. That's why I created the 60-day transformational journal. I spent over $50,000 in coaching and programs and to fast track my growth in 2024 to 2025. I put questions that changed my life into that journal from my own journal. I took real prompts from my own journal and put it in there. I'll stick the link in the show notes for you. Some manifestations happen overnight and some take time. I manifest very quickly now because I'm comfortable with shifting identities and belief systems, and that's powerful. If you want to learn how to do this properly, how to do vision boards properly, I'm hosting a vision board masterclass, a free masterclass in February. Watch for the link. If you already have a vision board, post it. Tag me on Instagram. It's Vienna Corbett Official. I love seeing your growth. I'm proud of you. I'm so excited for the things that you guys have done. You guys are so capable of creating amazing results in your business, but sometimes it comes down to having to do that inner work. And that inner work can take time. There's things on my vision board that I haven't manifested yet, and that's okay. I have an image on the side of my laptop. It's a screen. It's a picture, like a screenshot of my banking app. And it has a certain number in my checkings account. Why do I keep that there? So I can consistently see it every single day and regulate my nervous system to it. right? When I first was able to generate in 1 month what I generated in 1 year, how did that happen? The same way I'm doing this now. I put a picture, a screenshot of my business account, and I put a number in there, and I put it somewhere where I could see it every day. I made it the background of my phone. So when I opened up my phone, it looked like I was looking at my banking app. And I would see that every time I opened my phone. Right? So your vision board doesn't have to hang on the wall. It could be the background of your phone. It could be the screensaver of your laptop. I had one in the shower, one on my visor, but you have to feel into it. Your nervous system has to accept the things that you're putting on your vision board as possible for you. So if you have to do the inner work, do the inner work first. Let's do the inner work together. Send me a picture of your vision board. DM me on Instagram and send me a picture of your vision board. Tag me with a picture of it. I want to see the things that you guys are manifesting. I am so excited for your growth in 2026. You guys are going to do spectacular things. I am so proud of you. I can't wait to catch you guys on the next episode. So, post those vision boards. Get excited about all the things that you're going to manifest. Because 2026 is going to be your year. I just know it. Because remember, it's already done.
Thanks for listening to this episode of the Manifested Life podcast. If you loved it, hit follow or subscribe wherever you get your podcasts. And come hang out with me on Instagram at Vienna Corbett Official for the freebies, trainings, and all of the powerful content that I drop daily. Remember, it's already done.